Welcome. This is a brief recap video and a small update regarding the two unexplained, unsolved locations within the Nevada desert. That being the strange rock with the M symbol on it, which was found and captured by Really Robin, as well as the strange cave symbols caught on camera by Scott Natal. Let us get into it. Now, starting off with Really Robin's strange rock caught on camera. He, at the time, did not spot it, notice it, as you can see in the video.
In between like a small canyon right now, but it's not really canyon. I think it's, what's this? Nothing. Dead end. Continuing search.
The rock, the colour of it, as well as that strange engraving, all looks out of place. And it does stand out, even from a distance. And as was found, there were potential translations, symbolisms for certain letters, such as the letter M in Hebrew, if I can remember. Another update which someone gave was it was some Masonic symbol of some sort. Who knows? Could it be the marker to the M cave? Well, that is a question that hasn't been answered yet, since no one has been there since, or people we know of. Only Really Robin has been there. However, as an update, there are potential coordinates which could explain the location of where Robin was, and the possibility that someone down the line might be able to pay a visit down there and have a further look at it to confirm stuff. Now, going off the coordinates on Google Earth, although not quite accurate, it will give us a sense of where it could be, if it's nearby or far away from Kenny's hike. Now, as we zoom in here, it's this area here which comes up for the coordinates. As you can see, there's like a rock wall which goes down. Try and flip it, there we go. And then there's a path. So yeah, you've got the rock wall there. You can't quite see it because it's Google Earth, but you know, it's definitely a rock wall which goes all the way up. And then it branches off up here onto different paths. Now, if we try and look at ground level, there is hills, mountains in the distance, as you can see. Now, that's what Robin shared in his video as he was walking down. Ahead there was just mountains and stuff, so it could be this location, or at least nearby. And if not that, it could even be here, as it looks more of a canyon, this spot. I don't know if Robin was in a canyon, because I only really saw one side, which is the rock wall. I can't remember what was on the other side. If that was another rock wall, then the coordinates probably are incorrect. But it's just a rough guess at the end of the day, because we don't have, Robin didn't give us any. But if we look back to around this area, at least somewhere around this area, if we zoom out, it's within, you know, the perimeters, the area of the original M Cave hike route. As you can see, it's in like a rectangular box, well, a long one. You know, the whole hike route Picture Canyon, going all the way up, and then all the way around and back. And the coordinates are around this area here, facing north at the moment. So yeah, it could well be somewhere here. I might have walked on the rock wall. I may have even gone up this way. Or maybe that's a bit too steep. But on his hike route, and even his other one with the skull, I think that was in a different area as well. He wasn't in Picture Canyon or Joe May Canyon. So it could have well been round here. Round here. So not too far away from the original hike route. So yeah, you give me your opinion down below. Tell me what you think. And similar to Robin, Scott Natal also missed the strange symbols on the rocks in his video when he was recording inside of the cave, as this video shows.
Go back in here. We got, yeah, there's a little hole right here. You can stand and look out.
And so the symbols caught on camera once again were very strange, but unfortunately no one has been there since. But there was a range of discussions and questions and answers and possible theories on forums as well about what the symbols could be. One answer on screen suggesting that the second symbol is an ancient symbol for the sun, as well as an alchemical symbol for gold. Let me just know if I mispronounce any of these words, it's because I don't know how to pronounce them. In addition, the user said, the third figure of 8 is a lemniscate. It is the shape of an anelma. This figure can be traced by plotting the position of the sun as viewed from a fixed position on Earth at the same time, clock time every day for an entire year, or by plotting a graph of the sun's declination against the equation of time. The resulting curve resembles a long, slender figure 8 with one lobe much larger than the other. So either the artist had an astronomical bent, or else he was indicating that the cave contained much gold. The arrow could be a map symbol to represent where it is located. Some users also reported that they could see other symbols. Now, as for me, I could only see 3. But some people were saying they could see 4 or 5. And some of the symbols you couldn't quite read or see because they were on the edge in the corner of the screen. But one person did state and say, it's clear to see they are not natural, they are indeed symbols that someone has drawn. There are at least 4 symbols. They look similar to the pencil drawings in the video, but they have made several mistakes, one being the Ouroboros isn't continuous. To the left there are several other marks, one being a triangle, less than symbol, and I can't make out the other as there is a step in the stone. The 2 locations, although still unsolved and haven't been re-explored, at least one of them aims more towards it linking to M Cave. Primarily because, one, the location of it seems somewhat close to the M Cave hike route, and the symbol on that rock can be translated to the letter M. So it's quite coincidental, it's quite, fitting due to the location and what it represents. Could it be a marker to the true M Cave? Was it created by Kenny Veach as a hint to get people to go to the correct location? Or was it already in place a long time ago beforehand? Is it a marker? Is it a hint? Or is it something ancient? Some old symbol? Who knows, but it does seem interesting due to the location of where it is and where Robin was at the time. As said, it's not quite accurate, but it's the best we can do at this moment in time. As for the other cave Scott Natal was in, that is weird as well, but I am unsure and uncertain of the location of it as he did not provide coordinates, so couldn't tell if there was a link with Kenny or not. Yes, there was a fire pit in there, there was a fire, but it depends when that dates back to. The symbols themselves, the main focus, are weird, and there's a few valid responses. Depending on what the symbols truly represent, there's a definition behind them in some way. But they seem more ancient, much older, and probably not to do with Kenny Veach. Nevertheless, the strange M symbol on the rock still is very weird. Yes, it would help if there were other hikers or current or previous ones who revisited those locations, if they had the coordinates or if they knew or if they've already been there, and have a closer look and inspection upon those stuff just to clear things up. Maybe it could reveal something, maybe not. If you have any ideas or any updates, explanations, feel free to leave a comment down below. That is it for this video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.